off all tickets, 5 great matches. Opening action, the Soul Taker takes on Ben Jordan. You'll see Wild Side Chris Champion against Rockin' Randy. Dirty Dutch Mantel takes on the Dirty White Boy. In a return, USWA Tag Team Championship match. No time limit, no disqualification. The match is signed for Evansville Wednesday night. The Stud Stable, Robert Fuller and Brian Lee, battle the Southern Rockers Steve Dahl and Rex King. 6-man tag action, a grudge main event. Jerry the King Lawler, Hot Property Billy Joe Travis, and the Beauty Terrence Garvin take on Jeff Jarrett, Superstar Bill Dundee, and Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Plus, wrestling action March 4th, Princeton, Kentucky at the Caldwell County Middle School, and Thursday, March 15th in Cloverport, Kentucky. Don't miss the great action, Evansville Coliseum, Wednesday night, $1 off all tickets.
Hey, Billy Travis, we are talking about, excuse me, Billy Joe Travis. I love to get that middle name in there. We're talking about a big 6-man tag team match that's coming up this week, right here in this town. And I want to ask you if you know what this is I got in front of me.
No, what is that, Kingfish?
This, and look at this baby.
Wow, that's long.
That's long, all right. Look at them prices on there. This is Jeff Jarrett's long-distance telephone bill, where he has obviously been calling all around the country, every wrestler he can get his hands on.
What's that last number?
That last number is where he finally got themselves a partner that had the guts to come in here and face you, myself, and gorgeous Terrence Garvin. And who is it? None other than...
Mercy Daddy! Who do you think that is? Handsome Jimmy.
Well, I got news for you. I used to have some respect for you. You brought yourself up from the gutter, Handsome Jimmy, but you're obviously getting homesick. You're not going to be handsome after Billy Joe, Terrence Garvin, and the King get through with you, but he will be shouting what?
Mercy Daddy! Mercy! Have mercy on me!
We ain't going to have none on none of you punks this week.
We're going to hurt you.
Now you can have the stars of the USWA in your hometown. It's America's #1 fundraiser, USWA Wrestling. The stars, the action, the excitement, USWA Wrestling. For more information on how you can raise money for your organization, write the USWA, Post Office Box 1783, Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37077, or call 615-824-8523. USWA Wrestling, America's #1 fundraiser. Now on USWA Wrestling, let's go to the Sportatorium in Dallas, Texas. Mark Lawrence is standing by. Robert Fuller ready for action.
Robert Fuller in the ring with his beloved World Tag Team title belt, which he holds part of, along with Brian Lee of the Stud Stable. And here Robert Fuller goes against Big David Hinkel in our first bout.
I don't know who these Southern Rockers think they are, coming in here trying to wrestle the Stud Stable. Robert Fuller and Brian Lee will make short order of these guys. You know what that means, Mark? Once they beat them to death, they'll be short order cooked somewhere at a Waffle House. That's what's going to happen when Robert Fuller and Brian Lee get a hold of them, buddy.
As I was saying, it is David Hinkel against Robert Fuller, who is agitating the crowd and pacing back and forth with his World Tag Team belt. Fuller still upset about the absence of Miss Sylvia, now saying that he will never, ever find her, and blaming the fans for part of his problem.
You watch how you talk about Miss Sylvia, okay? If Robert Fuller hears you saying her name down here, buddy, he'll be down here and get on you.
It's Hinkel turned and backed into the corner. Fuller backs away with a clean break and a big grin on his face.
He's an honest man. See that? He shook his hand. That Robert Fuller's a Southern gentleman, buddy, and don't you forget that.
The referee stands. And it's Fuller turning Hinkel over with the arm drag.
Did you see that arm drag? This man knows how to wrestle. He's a sportsman. Look at that. He shakes his hand again. He's a true gentleman, Mark.
Fans buzzing about early bout action. Here's the referee stance in the center of the ring again. And this time it's exactly the same move, but done by the other party.
I think he pulled his tights or his hair or something.
Fuller trying to get away. Hinkel trying to grab him, but since they're in the rope, Tony Falk will ask him to break through.
I knew it. He pulled his tights. Robert Fuller just said he pulled his tights.
And now Fuller trying the old handshake routine, and he wishes to shake hands and does so, and now we continue.
It's 3 times he shook his hand. He's a gentleman. Look at that headlock. Nice takedown by Robert Fuller.
Fuller with a headlock. 1, and that's all.
I'm telling you, it's a breath of fresh air to see Robert Fuller out here wrestling. Oh, man. He plays by the rules. He does it just like you're supposed to do it. He gets out here and he wrestles.
Go ahead, Terrence. Keep going. For once, you're speechless.
You telling me what to do, Lawrence?
Fuller with a shot to the ribcage. Fuller back in the corner, grabs him, throws him over in front of us, and Hinkel hits hard.
Nice boot. Boy, that was right in that chest. Snap mirrors him over, puts a boot right on the head, Mark. Oh, this is great. Nothing against the rules here, buddy. He whips him into the ropes. That is a foot.
Yes, big foot. Fuller, who stands about 6'4", can really raise that foot right up into the face of an opponent. He hooks the leg. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's the match win for Robert Fuller of the Tennessee Stud Stable. All right, we send it back to the control room.
USWA wrestling all over the country. Now let's go to Memphis, Tennessee. The team that took the belt